You stripped your love down to the wire, fire shining cold alone outside. You stripped it right down to the wire, but I see you behind those tired eyes. Now as you wade through the shadows that live in your heart, you'll find the light that leads home. Cause I see you for you and your beautiful scars. Take my hand, don't let go. Cause it's not too late, it's not too late. I see the hope in your heart. And sometimes you lose and sometimes you're shooting broken arrows in the dark. But I see the hope in your heart.
Hello ladies and gentlemen, welcome over here to the Dascar Philips Cup Series Season 8 2015 still. Here in Here on Ziggo Sport we are here back again on one of the long and fast racetracks we have on the calendar, the Superspeedways of course. And we're here today on Superspeedway, which is not in the States. I think it's only Superspeedway which is not located in the US of A. But we are here in Colombia. Yes, indeed, ladies and gentlemen, Colombia. And that is also the name of the Superspeedway. It is Colombia 2009. A very fast racetrack. And we are here today for the Colombia Carrera de Sprint, or else the sprint race of Colombia. 7.5%, of course, the Colombia Carrera Principal, which will be the 15% main race. Both will be single points, and that's all you need to know concerning the setup of the race. These are the last two races before the All-Star race, and I will get to that right away. Well, not. I will tell you because, well, of course, with only two races to go, the field for the All-Star race is pretty much said and done, except for, of course, the showdown results and the fan vote. So we have currently 16 drivers in the All-Star race, and those are Debbie Myers with 3 wins, Ingelam Liana, Justin Yee, Jane Pinter with 3 wins, John Ciudadino, Nicole Chunowich with 2 wins, Bess Sinise, Leah Walker with 2 wins, Harry Hills, Robert Goldberg with 2 wins, Jackson Brown, Denise Steinhauer, Tua Tupola, Dom Caps, and from the winners from last week, or last 2 weeks I should say, the winners from the previous 2 races at Motegi, Anna Gregg and Luke Walker. 16 drivers we have currently. Then of course we'll have the showdown, the winner and second in the showdown races. They will be added, and the fan vote. So we'll have at least 19 drivers in the All-Star race, which means that we will not have, like I said earlier, if we have less than 18 drivers, we're gonna have the top 4 in showdown move on, but that's not the case. So only the winner and second in showdown will move on to the All-Star race. Then some other things. First off, I have so much things to tell you, but first off, the Dascar Martini Endurance Series Season 2 signups are up now, so go check that out. We still have, I'm not sure how many spots we have currently, but it might be full already, but if it's not, just go check it out. The previous video uploaded before this one, and it will be with the Christmas special, so actually I called it the Dascar Martini Endurance Series Christmas specials, and of course it will count as Season 2 of the Dascar Martini Endurance Series. So go check it out. A lot of fun. If you think you are going to be bored in the Christmas holidays, you're absolutely not going to be bored if you participate and watch the Dascar Martini Endurance Series. Then another thing is that I've had 2 days off now, so I found a little bit of time yesterday to paint a car, which is a new car. So we got now Cadillac added to the field. There's no Cadillac in this field, so don't worry about that. But we have a brand new Cadillac, the ATS, ready for racing, and there are gonna be 2 Cadillacs painted pretty soon. Not sure, probably in the Christmas break. So, who's gonna drive it? We don't know yet. When it's gonna be driven, we don't know yet. We still have some other manufacturers which still haven't run yet. So, but that will come. So at least Cadillac coming back into the Phillips Cup Series after being absent for a few seasons. I'm not sure how many seasons, but 2 seasons ago, I think. They still won a race with Ian Dudda. I think Ian Dudda won a race at least. I'm not sure, but the number 13 Sprint Cadillac was a pretty well-known car in the Phillips Cup Series. That one is not driven anymore. It's not going to be driven. We're not driving anymore. Not going to be driven. So, Cadillac. And then, 2 other things which we need to tell you. First, I will go through the points, the top 10 in points, of course. But first, we need to tell you that after the Motegi race, 2 drivers have been put on probation for aggressive driving. And those drivers are 04 Joshua Michaels and 76 Harry Hills, of course. Remember, Harry Hills, he was the one who turned around, first turned around Philip Goldberg in the lead, and then later he pushed someone else in the wall in the main race. So he is put on probation for 1 race, so it's not really a big disaster. And Joshua Michaels, actually, same story. He caused a big crash in the main race and a minor incident with Daniel Voiles in the sprint race. So also 1 race probation for him. So they will be on probation in this race. Means if they do cause a crash now and they are found guilty, then they will be suspended for 1 race, which will be, of course, the main race of Columbia. So not really what they need, but if they remain calm, then there's no problem at all. So we haven't had a lot of suspensions anyway. So I think we have only had 1 or 2 suspensions, so shouldn't be too worried. But just be a little bit careful, Joshua Michaels and Harry Hills, and we'll see what they will bring this race. Then something else. I've checked about I checked who had commented on the races so far, and to my surprise, literally almost everyone has already commented on the races. So you will not hear that from me anymore. The only person who still has not commented yet is Darnell Matthew. Means that if he doesn't comment, there's only going to be 1 spot available for the next comment deadline, and that spot will then, of course, be filled by Keith Black, the winner of the Dascar Red Bull Knockout Series Season 3. So he will then he will get the chance to choose a car. We'll make a little bit quick video about that, though. Only for 1 person. Tricky, but I will make a quick video just to show you some new cars which I've painted, because I think there are a couple of cars you haven't seen yet. So just for the heck of it, and just for Keith Black. But that also means that Jerry Finguy and Zachary Fitzwater, their secondary drivers, will not race yet in the Phillips Cup Series. So they will have to wait for the next comment deadline, which will probably be somewhere in March or April, before they can get Paul Athinos and Henrietta Fitzwater in the series. So they are still on the list, so I will not remove them. So that also means there will not be a random draw. So, it saves me a little bit of time, but hats off to you guys for commenting. So, of course, I cannot watch if you're racing, but if you're commenting, then it's fine. So, very happy with that. Then there was, one other thing. You probably noticed in the main race at Motegi, I was experiencing some problems with synchronizing audio and stuff. Also, it's the same case in the sign-ups video for the Martini Endurance Series, but what happens, I probably said that my computer started updating my laptop, and I edit the videos with my laptop as well, and I think I have a problem with Movie Maker, and that is, it's not really that big of a problem, but it's a little bit of an annoying problem, I would say, because then I will have to do a lot more to synchronize the audio and the video, and well, it's just a bad situation, and I will try to fix it. At least it's not my problem with my Audacity, and don't think it is a problem with Fraps either. So I think it's just Movie Maker doing, well, making difficult things, and oh well, I will fix it later. So not now, but anyway, maybe it's already fixed before this race or when I upload this race. So points leader currently is Joseph Onesto, and he's, I think, still there. Yes, he is. Look at that. There he is, currently in 12th position. So Joseph Vanessa doing a fantastic job taking over from his teammate Beth Nice, who has dropped back a little bit in points. She's 8th. But Joseph Vanessa is your points leader, but only 3 points ahead of both Nicole Trenowich and Troy Kang. They're both 3 points behind, in second, that is tied. Aiden Thomas is in 4th, and he's pretty far back. It's more than 40 points, so... Debbie Meyer is currently in 5th. James Shelley is in 6th, so doing a little bit better now. Cracking the top 10 again. Inge Lambliana in 7th. Bessenese in 8th. Philip Goldberg still in 9th. And Prudence Littlejohn is now in 10th. So that is what you need to know for points, and that means we're going to get this race started. That's a lot to tell you. So, well, the thing is, for the main race, that will not be the case in this way, so... There, Jane Pinter, he is your pole sitter, and a shout out to Jane Pinter because he has the new sign-ups for the VIP Pet Food series, which is an endurance series as well. Sign-ups are up, so go check that out. It's looking to be a great series in cooperation, I think, with Chris Washer, so, well, looking forward to that. So the sign-ups are up, and go check that one out. And he is on a pole with Bessenese on his outside. And here we go, ladies and gentlemen. The green flag flies around here at Columbia for the Carrera de Sprint. The sprint race, that is. 15 laps around this racetrack. And it is a fast racetrack. It is a Superspeedway. But it is a tight racetrack. It is 2.5 miles. I think 2.5 miles. But there we see that Darnell Matthew going to the lead. You can already see 3 wide. Possibly 4 wide soon. And cars pushing and shoving, moving all over the place. And that is difficult going into turn number 3 with 4 wide. And contact made between Jane Pinter and Darnell Matthew. And they save it. Darnell Matthew saved his car. And there they have a crash in the back. And that was indeed expected. A couple of cars going around. And I think some went through the grass as well. So first casualty of today. Pace car is out and Joshua Michaels was the leader. I gotta say, huge credit to these guys for not wrecking. I almost saw it go wrong twice in half a lap. And they still all managed to survive. Big save by Darnell Matthew. Also, I think it was Joshua Michaels who indeed got pushed up a little bit high. 4 wide, almost got into the wall. So, well, casualty of this incident, Chris Washer in 06. That's a tough break for him, 11th points. Well, who else but bad luck Jeffrey Finn guy. And there also the number 99 car, so the winner from the previous race, the main race at Motegi, Luke Walker involved. And I think John Cittadino has indeed damage on his car, number 27 Camaro. And there we got Alex Hawkins with a little bit of damage. He has been involved in incidents a lot as well this season. So Robert Goldberg, I'm not sure. At least he's going to be driving in the Martin Endurance Series. So, well, a couple of cars already with big damage. We're gonna take a look at the replays over what happened. Caution number 1. So this is where, I mean, like, nothing is problematic with Audacity, and also Fraps is, as soon as I hit F9, it's recording, so I think it is a problem with Movie Maker. But anyway, as you can already see here, it's very, very tight, and here, as soon as they went into turn number 3, all hell broke loose. Darnell Matthew getting turned on the apron together with Anna Gregg, and also credit to Anna Gregg for not crashing. But Darnell Matthew saved it, got back on track again in the lead. Only problem was, I don't know where Joshua Michaels came from, but he suddenly showed up in the lead. Look at this. While they crash in the back, this is just one huge pack of cars. There are 4 wide all over this place. Suddenly, of course, there also Jason Sinclair And a big run for Joshua Michaels on the outside. And this is where he took the checkered. I mean, look at this. That is that close of a finish. So don't be surprised if this is what the finish will look like either. I think it might be possible. Not sure, of course. You never know what's going to happen. But, well, first let's focus on what brought out this caution. So it seems like the 02 Chris Washer made contact there with the number 2 car. So 06 car with a stripe now. And that got into Jeffrey Fingai, Giancarlo Robles and Alex Hawkins got into the 2. The 88 old car also has damaged Dom Caps to this. So I'm not sure who. There are at least 5, 6, 7 cars which were involved in this thing. There Ingela Miliana. Ingela Miliana actually made contact with the 22 of Robert Goldberg. Got turns there. And right into the 22. So that's also a bit of damage to the VIP Pet Foods Hyundai. And to Robert Goldberg's number 22. So these are the 3 cars. They were in the back, so well, we saw them as the victims of this crash. But it seems like there are quite some more cars who were involved. So here contact is made. This is what initially started it. Chris Washer. Yeah, there's at least 5 cars in the wall. There's some more carnage breaking loose. And there Jeffrey Fingai in the number 41 car. Yeah, it has not been his season, so hopefully his luck will at one point turn around. It would be a good one, but I don't think it's going to happen this time. So your leader currently is Joshua Michaels in the 04 car. So even though he's on probation, he's still your leader. And we've seen that before with Jackson Brown as well. So maybe you can do good and win this race being on probation. Exactly what Jackson Brown did. Ladies and gentlemen, we're going to take you now to the restart. And ladies and gentlemen, we are back again with the 04 car of Joshua Michaels in the lead. Second place is for Darnell Matthews, still needs to comment of course. Third place is for the 51 of Sonny Course. Fourth we got Anna Gregg in the 18 car, so lights on the pace car are out. Fifth we got Jane Pinter in the number 27 car. Sixth we got the 66 of Jason Sinclair. Seventh is the Merc of Leah Walker. Then in 8th position we got the 11 of Beth Sinise. Tua Topola is in 9th. And in 10th we got Zachary Fitzwater in his Tequila Patron Jack. So that's your top 10. Out of the race, 2 cars indeed. That is the number 72 car of John Ciandino. And, well, you gotta excuse me. I haven't seen what happened to John. So maybe I will look it up later. I don't know. We'll see. The 41 car also has retired now, so Jeffrey Fingai once again dead last. Well, he's still 30th in points. That really surprises me with all the bad luck he has had this season. Well, at least I gotta say, in all honesty, I think Alex Hawkins has had the same amount of bad luck that he has. He has been in a lot of incidents as well. So, well. You can't always be lucky. Some drivers are, of course, but some drivers are just not. So Joshua Michaels in this Christmas scheme. I still like this scheme, the 04. So top 2000, of course, also on the hood, and top 2000. We're gonna have a top 2000 this season or this year again in 2015. As the green flag is out, the top 2000, which has on number 1 John Lennon's Imagine, which is the first time ever, and it's all because of the attacks in Paris. So Joshua Michaels pulling away with, look at that, he's both pulling away with the 85 and a 51 car. While in the back they're all passing each other and going, well, 2 wide, 3 wide possibly as well. Jane Pinter falling back in the 27 car, and not only falling back, going through the grass, but they save it. And what a job they once again did. Now, be careful. Yes, they are careful. Well, that was a close call, I gotta say. Oh, also close call over there. Man, these guys are not afraid of touching bumpers. That's one thing. Well, the only disappointment for Jane Pinter is that he fell from all the way. Where was he? He was in 8th when he crossed the line, and he's now in 14th. Well, that's not even too bad. He was not even in 8th, I don't know. But here you can see they're still going 3 wide. Looking up front. Sander Koers has gone by the 85 car, and he's falling back rapidly. So look at them all move over this place. This is not at all like we always see the Sprint Cup race at Talladega. This is far more aggressive, and that is not gonna end very well. More and more contact, and Darnell Matthew brushes the wall once again. Not sure if it's once again, but... And Zachary Fitzwater, even though he got third, it got him some momentum, and he's going for second place. Look at this group of cars. It's just waiting for an incident now. And there we have more contact made. 39 car going to the inside, getting pushed to the inside, I gotta say. Getting turned into the inside. And that is Dylan Young now going for third place. And there's still 4 wide now. And that is nerve-wracking racing over here. Still up front it is Joshua Michaels. Look at Justin Yee going to the lead. Now Jane Pinter has fought his way all the way back to third place now. Or second place, whatever it is. Going to the inside. There's still 4 wide there. And still 4 wide now for the second place that is. There's 4 wide all over this track. Look at this craziness. Look at this group of cars. No lap traffic indeed. That's a good thing. And there are 5 wide over here. And this is once again not a wide racetrack. So 5 wide simply does not work. But they make it work. No, they don't make it work. And we got a big crash over here with a lot of cars involved. And this is gonna be a huge one. Now wait for the back markers to run into it. Dylan Young goes flying and flipping over on his roof. And that's 1 flip over here. Now Alex Hawkins and Inge Lambliana, they are the lucky ones in this one, I think. And they pass a whole lot of cars. So a huge incident. Well, at least we cannot say that we didn't see it coming. My goodness, what a crash we had over here. And your leader, I think, currently is the 04 car. With Betty Johnson in second and Damie Spander in third. Where did they come from? Norita Smits in fourth. She started all the way dead last. I don't know, but well, one thing I do know for sure, we're gonna have a fantastic finish of this race. A fantastic shootout. But first we're gonna take a look at these replays over here. Caution number 2, and it did not end very well. A big one over here at Columbia. And here we are, and I gotta say I was lying a little bit about the 72 car of John Cedino. Sorry about that, but he was involved in the first incident. He ran into the back of the 99 car of Luke Walker, and that was what did so much damage to his car. So that's why he retired. Well, I gotta say that was a pretty big incident, but nothing compared to this. Look at this. Where did it start? I don't know. Multiple things happening actually. I think the 27 and 81 are gonna make contact. Well, first the 76 car first made contact. I'm not sure if he made contact with 20. Yeah, he made contact with 27 car. 18 car. I'm not sure if she was involved. Anna Greg. Here you can just see a huge pile of cars shooting to the outside of the track. I mean, look at this. Then down low there, Ben Goldberg goes around. And Philip Goldberg is in there as well. Now, Darnell Matthew, he has fallen back quite far. I'm not sure if he was also involved. There, it was a brush, just a slight brush. Now here it's gonna get ugly, because we got 2 cars coming in, Debbie Myers. And there, she hits the 29 car. Then the 57 car hits the 39, I mean, not 29. Dylan Young and the 24 car. So that's 3 cars running into Dylan Young, and that's Dylan Young flipping over. So 39 Acura not going for a very happy landing. And I gotta say, this is the first flip ever since Le Mans. It might be the first flip ever since Le Mans. So that's race number 13, and this is race number 18. So we didn't have a flip for 5 races, and that is including Buffalo Downs and Motegi to race both. So quite astonishing. But well, of course, I had already expected it, as it's a Superspeedway. So Dylan Young will get another look at this from first his flip. And where did he... Yeah, he was in just nowhere to go for him. Simply nowhere to go. We'll go onward with him in a few moments as well. And here just everybody's... James Pinter also hard hit. Giancarlo Robles, his teammate, was who ran straight into it. Debbie Myers, well, that's a tough break for her as she's 5th in points, so not very good. Now on board over here with Dylan Young. This Akira. Ouch, that was a hard hit. My goodness. And here we go. Ooh. Ugly crash for Dylan Young. And we hope that he's alright after this ride. Well, it was quite a wild ride over here. The Wild Ride. I think that's also a song of Avenged Sevenfold. But you can see they're all 4 wide over here. And this is where it went wrong. Now, something I'm not 100% sure. And I gotta take a look at... I don't know what camera actually. I'm not sure if the 18 car made contact with the 76 or the 27 car moved down. Well, the 27 car did move down a little bit, so we might give Harry Hills over here the benefit of the doubt. And here just, well, the bad thing is that he's stacking into the wall. So a lot of damage to his car. Look at everybody just here spinning around. Everybody crashing. And well, many of these cars had nowhere to go. Now I'm wondering how many cars will have damage. Which is so terminal that they retire. How many cars will try to continue on for those final few laps? Because when we go green flag, we'll only have a few laps to go. So there Debbie Myers. And Debbie Myers plowed into the back of her teammate. So look at Dylan Young getting some serious air over there. And what flipped him over is that he landed right on top of the 24 car and on, well, a slight angle on the grass. And that's just not good. So brutal crash. And a lot of cars involved. What is the 4 car doing over here? I don't know. Did he hit the inside wall? I think so. I don't know. No, he did not. Look at the spin. Philip Goldberg going for a long slide. Well, at this point he's just thinking, looking at the incident like, whoa, I'm glad I'm not in that. Glad I'm just here spinning around with minor damage on my door. So... do we want more onboards? I don't know. There's James Pinter in number 27 car. What a brutal hit for him it was. Hard crash also for Daniel Voiles, of course. So a lot of cars with damage. It's incredible how many cars have damage over here. So, well, that is Talladega or whatever. Columbia, of course, we are at. And here we see more damage there. Dylan Young on pit road, Justin Yee and Daniel Voiles. So, ladies and gentlemen, quite some cars are now out. At least far more than we had in the first instance. But Joshua Michaels is your leader, and we're gonna take you to the green flag. Oh no, you gotta be kidding me. Joshua Michaels on pit road with 1 lap to go before green flag. With what is the problem? I don't know. Fuel maybe? I don't see a car go up on jacks. Maybe he has an engine issue, something going down underneath the hood. We don't know. But the point is that it is a heartbreaker for the 04 of Joshua Michaels. Yes, he was on probation, but we never want to see this happen. It's just a so unfortunate situation. Well, at least it hands over the lead to the 43 car of Betty Johnson. Damie Spawner is second, and third is her former car sharing teammate, Noord Smits. Then we got the 04 car of Prins Littlejohn in fourth. Fifth we got Ray Takeda. Sixth we got Diana Vasquez. Troy Kang in seventh, and that's important because I don't see the 17 or the 62 very close. Well, maybe. There we got in, what is it, 9th position. Well, 8th position is the 77 car of Denise Steinauer. 9th best Denise, and in 10th we got James Shelley. Now I hope that Joshua Michaels still not driving. It's an unfortunate situation. Out of the race are Giancarlo Robles, Jackson Brown, Debbie Myers, James Pinter, Dylan Young, Justin Yee, Daniel Voiles, and I think Harry Hills as well. So The green flag is out. Let's get ready for 2 more laps. Yes, indeed, a green-white checkered it is, sort of. And Noortje Smits will try to get an aggressive move. She's now driving full time in the number 44. So all out for her for the championship. Even though she is 40th in points. But she goes to the inside. And there's Noortje Smits in the lead. But she has a couple of other hungry drivers right behind her. 22.56 making a move there. Ray Takeda. But, well, meanwhile, sneaking through the middle is the number 9 car. Denise Steinhauer is there. Denise Steinhauer goes to the inside. Close call over there. 4 wide for third place it is. But the white flag will be taken by Denise Steinhauer. 1 more lap to go. As also we have Jay Stella over there. But falling back a little bit. We got a lead group over here of around 10 cars. And Denise Steinhauer is still your leader. Best Denise right behind your Daytona 500 winner. And there the 83 car of Tua Tupola. We got a lot of drivers who have won a race so already this season up there. But Denise Steinhauer in the number 77 car. Can she hold them off for 2 more turns and a front stretch? Going into turn number 4, coming out of turn number 4, a big run for the 43 on the inside, a big run for the 11 car on the outside. Can Denise Steiner hold it off? Can she hold it off? We don't know. We don't know. I think she did it, but that was a very, very close call. Denise, Joshua Michaels still on pit road. And did she win it? Yes, indeed, Denise Steinhauer won it. Oh, that was quite a big margin, actually. I thought it was much closer, but it was not. 6/100ths of a second over Best Denise, and it's Denise Steinhauer with the first win of the season, I think. No, it is not. Oh, and cars go around, and your leader is, or your winner is involved, but Jay Stella is involved as well. So they all crash right after start, or after the finish. Why not? Doesn't matter anymore anyway, so... Oh boy. What a mess. Wow. Well, we gotta say, we had quite an astonishing race over here. Denise Steinhauer, your winner with... Well, eventually it was... I gotta say, I did not expect that she could hold them up for a full lap. I think she held everybody up for 1 full lap, so... Credits to her winning, congratulations. Best Denise in the 11 car, she finished in 2nd place. So, well, the important thing for her is that she is 8th in points. And being 8th in points and winning, well, that helps a lot. The 43 car finishes in 3rd place. Betty Johnson looking where she is in points. 23rd in points, so winning was quite necessary. Diana Vasquez in the number 9 car finishing in 4th. Great solid performance by her, 22nd in points. Ray Tacken at number 256 finishing in 5th, and that's one of the better results of her this season. 37th in points, so not very good. Prudence Littlejohn is back again in the 02 car finishing in 6th place, so solid job by her, 10th in points, that's what she needed. Tua Tupola, another solid finish for her. 38th in points, so that was quite necessary. And also, same story for Demi Spanner. Ever since she has, well, she hasn't raced for a whole lot of races this season, but ever since if she is in the car, she's pretty fast. So, 8th place for her, being, well, of course, last in points, but she has raced half the races. So, Noortje Smits, full time now, 9th in points, finishing in 9th, 40th in points, so... Great performance by her as well. And Jay Stella in the number 70 car finishes in 10th. So also great finish for Jay Stella. And that's also something he needed, as Jay Stella is 17th in points. So, well, we had quite a big breakfast. And here you can really see who's allowed to race. Also, after Harry Hills, Anna Gregg, Joseph Ernesto, ouch, your points leader out of the race. Zachary Fitzwater and Kyle Collins have retired, so there's Joshua Michael 3 laps down. We still don't know what his problem is. He's still on pit road. There he is. So, I don't know what is going on with him, but at least it's not good. So I did 3 test races, by the way, and what I want to say was, well, somewhere between 20 and 30 finishers, and a lead group of at least somewhere between 5 and 10 cars. Well, we had a lead group of 13 cars, so that's a whole lot. That's a great job by these guys. And we have 28 finishers. Well, 27 if you don't count Joshua Michaels. So great race, guys. We had a great race over two cautions, so also solid. I think that the main race will be just as good as this one. So, well, brace yourselves for the main race. Looking for the top 10 in points. Joseph Van Nesto in 62 SCA did not finish. Nicole Trunowicz second in points, 17th. Troy Kang 15th. I think that Troy Kang will now be your points leader, 2 points over Nicole Trunowicz. So still very, very close up front over there. Aiden Thomas 24th, not what we expected from him. He has done great ever since, well, he got into a Volkswagen, so. But this time not that good of a finish. Debbie Myers retired and pretty far back. She fell 38th, so not what she needed. 28 car also James Shelley. Oh, he had a solid race over here, 12th place, so good for him. England Liana 01 car also got some damage, 19th place for her. So average. Best Niece in the 11 car. Yes, indeed, second place. I already said that, 8th in points. Philip Goldberg in the number 4 car, 20th. And Prudence Littlejohn in the 10th in points finishes in 6th. So, ladies and gentlemen, that is your Carrera spin, your sprint race over here at Columbia. And we had a great race over here. Congratulations once again to Denise Steinauer. And in a couple of days we'll have the main race over here at Columbia. And that race will be uploaded, well, I gotta say, somewhere before the 20th of December. And that will be the last race, the last Philips Cup Series race of 2015. Because the All-Star race, which will be after that, will be, well, next year. So, of course, after the Columbia main race, we'll start the Martini Endurance Series again. So, Season 2, the Christmas specials. A lot of racing in that, so once again, go check that sign-up video out if you haven't already signed up, and also check out the VIP Pet Foods Endurance Series sign-ups on Jane Pinter's channel. Dascar CA, I think it's this the channel's name now. So, ladies and gentlemen, that was it. A great race over here at Columbia, the Superspeedway, one flip, and for Dylan Young, and still a couple of big wrecks. So. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you next time over here with the Dascar Philips Cup Series Season 8 2015 here on Ziggo Sports.
In the dark, but I see the hope in your heart. It's not